Kina, the spirit guide's journey, the village of forgotten souls. In a lush, vibrant world filled with towering mountains, lush forests, and ancient ruins, there existed a small village hidden deep within the forest, a place known only to a few, the village of forgotten souls. It was a mystical place, where the spirits of those who had passed on but were not ready to leave the world lingered. Some had unfinished business, others were lost or confused, but all of them needed guidance. And that's where Kina came in. Kina was a young spirit guide, tasked with helping these lost souls find their way to the afterlife. Her journey began after her father, a revered spirit guide himself, mysteriously disappeared when she was just a child. Determined to follow in his footsteps and unlock the mystery of his disappearance, she trained diligently, learning the ancient ways of the spirit guides. Armed with her father's staff, a relic imbued with spiritual energy, and accompanied by her loyal rot companions, small, mischievous creatures that could manipulate nature, Kina was ready to face any challenge. The call to adventure. One evening, as Kina was meditating by the sacred shrine in her village, she heard a faint whisper carried by the wind. It was the voice of a child, pleading for help. Kina's heart raced as she realized it was a new spirit calling out to her. She closed her eyes, focusing on the voice, and was transported to the outskirts of the village where she saw the ghostly figure of a young girl named Taro. Taro, with tears in her eyes, explained that her brother, Benny, had gone missing in the dark, twisted forest beyond the village. He had ventured into the cursed lands to find a way to lift a terrible blight that had taken hold of their home. The once thriving village was now shrouded in darkness, its people turned into restless spirits. Without hesitation, Kina promised Taro she would find her brother and help lift the curse. With her rot companions by her side, she ventured into the forest, where shadows lurked, and the air was thick with sorrow and despair. The haunted woods. The forest was unlike anything Kina had ever seen. The trees, once full of life, now stood as twisted, gnarled husks, their branches clawing at the sky like desperate hands. The ground was covered in dark vines, pulsating with a malevolent energy. As Kina pushed deeper into the woods, she encountered malevolent spirits, twisted by anger and pain. They attacked her relentlessly, but with the help of her rot companions and her staff's powerful abilities, she managed to subdue them, freeing them from their torment. In the heart of the forest, she discovered an ancient ruin, overgrown and almost completely reclaimed by nature. There, she found Benny, but he was not alone. He was surrounded by a powerful spirit, the corrupted form of a once great warrior who had succumbed to his own darkness. Confrontation and redemption. The spirit attacked Kina with a fury she had never encountered before. It was a fierce battle, the spirit's dark energy clashing with Kina's light. She fought bravely, using every skill she had learned, but it was the love and determination she felt for Taro and Benny that gave her the strength to persevere. As the battle reached its peak, Kina's staff began to glow with a brilliant light. With one final, powerful strike, she released a wave of purifying energy, freeing the warrior's spirit from its torment. As the darkness faded, Benny collapsed to the ground, exhausted but unharmed. Kina helped him to his feet, and he thanked her, explaining that he had sought to lift the curse by himself but had become overwhelmed by the darkness. Together, they returned to the village, where Taro was waiting, her face lighting up with joy at the sight of her brother. The root of the curse. With the siblings reunited, Kina realized that their journey was far from over. The blight on the village was still there, its dark influence threatening to consume everything. Taro and Benny told her of a legend, a story of a powerful spirit that lay dormant deep within the mountain, the true source of the curse. Determined to save the village, Kina, Taro, and Benny set out towards the mountain. The path was treacherous, filled with corrupted spirits and dangerous terrain, but Kina's resolve was unshakable. As they climbed higher, they encountered ancient guardians, spirits bound to protect the secrets of the mountain. Each guardian posed a new challenge, testing Kina's strength, wisdom, and compassion. The spirit of the mountain. At the peak of the mountain, they found a hidden sanctuary, a place where the boundary between the spirit world and the living world was thin. There, they met the spirit of the mountain, a majestic, ethereal being that had once protected the land, but had been corrupted by sorrow and rage after witnessing the destruction of the village by human hands. The spirit, now a towering, terrifying presence, unleashed its fury upon them. Kinna fought valiantly, but the spirit's power was immense. As the battle raged on, she realized that brute force alone would not prevail. She had to understand the spirit's pain, to show it the compassion and forgiveness it had been denied. With great effort, Kinna managed to reach out to the spirit, her voice soft yet firm. She spoke of the villagers' remorse, of their desire to atone for their mistakes. She spoke of hope and the possibility of healing. Slowly, the spirit's rage began to subside, its form shrinking and becoming less fearsome, the light of forgiveness. In that moment of calm, Kinna used her staff to release a powerful wave of healing energy, cleansing the spirit of its corruption. The spirit of the mountain, now restored to its former glory, looked at Kinna with gratitude and sorrow. It told her that the curse had been born from the pain and regret of the villagers, a manifestation of their unresolved guilt. Kinna, with the help of the spirit, channeled the energy of the mountain, sending a wave of light across the land. The darkness lifted, the blight receded, and the village of forgotten souls began to heal. A new dawn. With the curse lifted, the spirits of the village were finally able to find peace. Taro and Benny, now freed from the weight of their guilt, bid farewell to Kinna, their forms dissolving into a cascade of light. Kinna returned to her village, where the people, both living and spirit, welcomed her as a hero. She had done more than just lift the curse. She had shown them the true meaning of forgiveness and the power of compassion. But Kinna knew her journey was far from over. As a spirit guide, it was her duty to help those in need, to guide lost souls and bring light to the darkness. With her father's staff in hand and her loyal rot companions by her side, she set out once more, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. For Kinna, the world was filled with spirits in need of guidance, and as long as there was darkness in the world, her journey would never truly end. The spirit guide's legacy. Years passed, and Kinna's name became legend. Stories of her bravery and kindness spread far and wide. She became a beacon of hope for those who had lost their way, a light in the darkness for those who could not see. And though she would never forget the faces of the spirits she had helped, she knew that her true legacy was not in the battles she had fought, but in the lives she had touched and the hearts she had healed. In the end, Kinna was more than just a spirit guide. She was a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest times, there is always light. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Widescope for more diverse content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Also, please suggest ways I can create better quality videos so that I can provide you with even better content in the future.